So every now and then I get a question that just makes me so glad that I get online and educate and receive questions like this. So this question, I'm putting it above my head, says, who would be on a disinformation dozen around the times of the Tuskegee experiment? Would you trust the Hotez Fauci of that time explicitly? And this was in response to a video I did where I said that Dr. Hotez, who is a vaccine specialist, was right not to go on a Joe Rogan show to debate someone who is not on his caliber. So he's asking, well, if we rewind our time and we talk about Tuskegee, we've talked about Tuskegee a lot, but we know that Tuskegee is a study that was based on untreated syphilis, and they wanted to see the progression, which obviously morally, ethically terrible. We know that. And they're asking, all right, who would be a part of the disinformation that doesn't at that time? Now, the problem is at that moment, especially of time in medicine, there were no other significant parties saying like, hey, you should try, apple juice for syphilis, and you should try, cranberry juice for syphilis, or you should try penicillin for syphilis. There were no significant parties of that time spreading that type of misinformation, disinformation out, which is what makes this time and the time that we're living so different, because you have people who have competing interests with what the studies and the facts and the evidence say, hey, this is the right treatment course. And you have someone says, hey, you know what? Try this other treatment course right here that I just happen to be selling. So yes, it is a great question as far as who would be a part of the disinformation dozen. I do not think it'd be the scientists, because at that time, the scientists were really all about the facts and evidence. Unfortunately, their morals just weren't there.